Harry Potter was so amazing. I can't even believe how good it was. I did not expect it. I was expecting it to be good because everyone was hyping it up like at the premiere and stuff, but it was really good. It blew my mind. Went to the midnight premiere. We went to see it in IMAX in some random town like 30 or 40 minutes away because Connecticut has like 4 or 5 IMAX theaters. Nicole, I'm gonna have to agree with you that I can't really think of a favorite scene either because they were all so great. But if I had to choose a few, it'd probably be Snape's like pensive scene. That was so good. That was so much better than I expected. Um, all the scenes with Neville being awesome because I've loved Neville since like book 5, and now everyone's like, "Oh my God, Neville!" And it's good to see him getting some awesome stuff to do. Um, I like the part where Voldemort and Draco had a little awkward hug and then Voldemort laughs weird. By the time I realized that I wanted to dress up, it was already the day of the midnight showing, so I couldn't really go out and get anything. 'Cause you can't really just go and find Harry Potter stuff in stores, and it was too late to order online. So I went to the fancy beauty store thing and I bought some yellow nail polish and I painted my nails Hufflepuff colored and I wore a Harry Potter shirt. We got there at 10:32 and it was packed. We couldn't even find seats together. We had to go on the side where they had like 2 seats in a row and we had to sit like 2 and 2. It was really awkward, but it was fun. We played the forehead game and I guess that setup was more ideal for the forehead game because you don't have to look around all the seats. But yeah, forehead game was pretty fun, as always. Okay, so moving away from the movie, my obsession with Harry Potter started, I think, in 8th grade. I wasn't like with it from the start, but I kind of was, because when I was really little, my uncle lent me the first book, and he was like, "Don't ruin this," and I had it in my backpack, and a marker opened, and it got the sides of the pages all red. So like, I was scared to read it for a while, because I was like, "Oh my God, I have to give this back to him." But then I went to a bookstore and I bought a perfect copy, and then I read the messed up one like eventually, I think. Actually, we we always in 4th grade they always take the kids to the circus, but they didn't that year. So they were like, "Oh, we'll just take them to see Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone instead." So I remember the morning of the field trip, I was in daycare and I was trying to read the book, and I don't think I finished it, but it was a nice effort. I wasn't always into the books, but I was always into the movies. I saw them all in theaters, and I remember Sorcerer's Stone I would watch every weekend at my dad's house, and he was like, "Why are you always watching this movie?" I didn't read the books in order, though. That's the weird thing. I bought Prisoner of Azkaban at like a thrift store, and it didn't even have a cover with it. It was just like the hardcover book without the fancy thing. Actually, no, that's a lie. It has the cover. I just don't know where it is. But I didn't read that when I first got it. And then, like, when I went back and reread the series, I was like, oh, they never mentioned that in the movies. And I think I didn't read the 4th book until before the movie came out. I was like reading it the month before. And that's when I really got obsessed in 8th grade. I became obsessed with Daniel Radcliffe, and my friend made me a scrapbook with his faces in it. And yeah, I was really obsessed with him. I don't know why. But that's when it all started. I went on MuggleNet a lot, and I would look at all the like the fun facts and stuff. I think that's where I started getting obsessed. I think Chelsea is actually the reason that I became so obsessed with the books, because when she moved here, I was like, "You like Harry Potter too? I kind of like Harry Potter." And she was obsessed, and I was like, "Oh, maybe people can be crazy about this." So I was, and the rest is history. Even though I wasn't obsessed yet, I still got the books when they came out. I got the 5th one the week it came out. I got the 6th one the week it came out, and I got Deathly Hallows at midnight. By the time Deathly Hallows came out, I was obsessed. I was in Chicago because my uncle's wedding was the same day as the release, and my cousin pre-ordered it for me, and we went and got it with my step cousins, and it was so much fun. I'm really bad at making decisions and choosing favorite things, so I can't really pick a favorite book, but I love Half-Blood Prince. I think that if I had to pick, that would be my favorite, but like close seconds would be Goblet of Fire because I love the whole Barty Crouch like twist at the end, and that's kind of like the first one where they branch out into the universe, I guess. Favorite movie would have to be Sorcerer's Stone, just because that was what really got me into it, and that's like the first one, and it's so good. It's the soundtrack and everything about it I love. And I love Chamber of Secrets, and I love um, Half-Blood Prince, but I think I only like it because of the memories, because that's the summer I became a nerd fighter, and I just remember going to see that movie a lot, and I fell in love with it. Um, and I also love both parts of Deathly Hallows, they're amazing. Favorite character? Hands down, Snape. I love Snape. I've read The Prince's Tale more than any chapter in the book. Like, sometimes when I'm bored, I'll just, like, pick up the book and just read that chapter. Just not read any of the book, just that chapter, because I love it so much. I'm sorry this video was so long. I have a really bipolar relationship with Harry Potter, and lots of weird things happened that got me obsessed, and then I wasn't really obsessed yet, but I was, but I wasn't. So there are lots of explainings to do, I guess, and I love talking about Harry Potter, so I just kept talking. So I'm going to end this now. Bye! See you tomorrow, Chelsea.